Hello and welcome to the Wine Turtle YouTube channel. My name's Jamie and I'll be your host as we taste and review popular wines from around the world and explore the grapes and the winemaking techniques that make them special. With Christmas and New Year right around the corner, I thought this would be a great time to taste and review a budget bottle of Fizz. Today I'm drinking the Kirkland Signature Prosecco, which costs about $8 and it's a Costco exclusive. So this is a denomination of controlled and guaranteed origin wine, or DOCG for short. This is the highest level of quality for an Italian wine, and it ensures that the wines represent the regional style properly. This particular DOCG classification is for the region of Asolo, which is within Veneto and very close to the Italian Alps. Grapes here grow on steep slopes and are known for their fresh, aromatic profile. Prosecco regulations dictate that the wine must be made with a minimum of 85% Glera grapes. The remaining 15% can be made with a variety of grapes, including Chardonnay, Pinot Bianco, and Pinot Grigio. However, we aren't given any grape-specific details about this wine. Just like champagne, Prosecco comes in varying levels of sweetness. There are 6 levels of sweetness, ranging from the bone-dry Brut Nature up to the sweetest category of demi-sec. This particular wine is right in the middle of the sweetness scale. It's extra dry, which means it contains between 12 and 17 grams of residual sugar per litre. So this wine will have notable sweetness, but it'll be nothing like a dessert wine. And note how dry doesn't mean what you think it does when it comes to sparkling wine. It's very confusing. Anyway, we better get tasting. So it's a pale yellow, a tiny bit of green on the edges there, which indicates a young wine. We have no vintage designation for this bottle, but Prosecco is usually consumed young, and yeah, it certainly looks that way. Refreshing, juicy smelling wine. There's a bit of apple there, a bit of lemon and lime, and a slightly floral element in the background there, a bit of a floral note just hidden away there. It smells very fresh. Yeah, a real lovely summer smelling wine, this. Right, so the bubbles, very fine, very lively, vibrant on the tongue there, aggressively tingling away, with an apple element that comes through, with a lemon and lime, and a tiny bit of a sweeter caramel. There's sweetness here, being an extra dry wine, so that's around a medium level of sweetness for a Prosecco, but it finishes quite dry, very juicy, mouth-watering, refreshing, and that little bit of sweetness just ups the fruitiness. Those fruity elements, the lemon, the lime, the apple really jump out with that little bit of extra sugar, but it finishes dry. It's not a sweet Prosecco by any means. Really pleasant. It would be a really good cocktail Prosecco, this actually. It would go well with maybe some slightly bitter mixers and a little bit of sweetness. Make a really nice summery cocktail. So what about a score? Well, this is $8, this Prosecco, and what you get is something that's really enjoyable. It's simple, fruit forward. There's not really any depth of character here. You're not going to find any complexity over time the more you go back to it. It's all there for you on the first sipping, really. But it's enjoyable. It's really vibrant fizz, a slight sweetness to it. I was expecting a little bit more actually, but the sweetness, it just enhances that fruity nature of the wine, really makes the fruit jump out, and it's really pleasant. you get this juicy, dry, mouth-watering, crisp finish, which makes you want to go in again for another sip. I'm going to score this 6.5 out of 10. It's about an average score. It's a wine I've enjoyed, and it's a wine I could see myself buying again. If I ever have friends over, a celebratory bottle of bubbly like this for a crowd of people would go down really well. And it would also be a really good bottle of Fizz as a mixer for certain cocktails. Cocktails are going to add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bitterness. This would take to it really well. So yeah, $8 Prosecco, it's not bad at all. Give this one a shot. Until next time.